Hey guys, welcome back. So these are the Realme Buds Air Pro, the latest buds coming out from Realme with active noise cancelling at only 99 Singapore dollars. Alright, so unboxing wise, really simple. All you get is the buds and the case, obviously, that is outside here right now. You get a guide that tells you, how to wear your buds properly. And there's also a lot of emphasis on making sure you have the right ear tips, because if you don't have the right ear tips, the active noise cancelling is not going to be nearly as effective. And of course, you get your user guide, and as you can see, this is where the buds usually go. Now in this small box, you actually get two things. So you do get a cable, which by the way, I'll talk about the cable in a bit. So first of all, you get the extra ear tips. So to make sure that you get the right fit for your ear, they give you extra ones, which is great. And also in the box, you get what is probably the shortest Type-C cable to come with any earbuds I've ever reviewed. So looking at some of the important features, so this supports Bluetooth 5.0, which isn't the latest but still really good. But interestingly enough, it actually supports something called super latency mode. So what it does, it drops down the latency of the Bluetooth from what you usually get from SBC, which is like 160, 170 milliseconds, all the way down to 94 milliseconds. So that's really good for, watching videos and also playing games. Now, in terms of battery life, you get a combined battery life, which means the battery from the buds, including the case. You get a total of about 25 hours with ANC off, and about 20 hours with ANC on. Although do note that this case does not support wireless charging. So there are actually two color variants for the Realme Buds Air Pro. This one which they call Soul White, and another one that they call Rock Black, which is basically black. Now in a lot of my earbuds or watches or anything like that, I've always preferred the black color, right? But for some reason I keep getting the white. So if Realme or any other brands, if you guys are watching, please send me the black. But apart from the color, design-wise, well, no complaints, at least for the case. First of all, it's really slim, which is really important, so it can fit into most pockets really easily. I did have a bit of an issue trying to squeeze this into that little pocket in your jeans, but other than that, definitely slim enough, no complaints. Now, one thing I did like was that despite the budget price, they actually have a metal hinge on the case. Now, a lot of budget earbuds, even some that might have cost a bit more, they just have a regular plastic one, but this one is metal, so it's pretty solid. However, having said that, I did find the plastic to be not the most premium feeling, but for the price, again, I would say it's okay. Now, one thing I can't say I'm a fan of is the sheer size of the buds. Now, Realme does boast that they put in a 10mm driver inside, so that probably accounts for the size of this part of the buds, but it doesn't account for why this stem is so long. So when you put it on, you realize that the stem is actually really long, and I don't think it needs to be that long. My guess is the reason they made it this long is maybe to sort of balance out the design. If they made a shorter stem and had this giant part here on top, it might look a little imbalanced. But overall, I do wish they were smaller. And another thing, I don't understand why the earbuds are so long is that, okay, so first of all, these buds have touch controls, right? Both on the left and on the right. And you can configure what they do. Again, we'll talk about that later when we speak about the app. But the touch sensors are actually more on the top, all right? So when I tried tapping on the bottom part of the stem, it didn't work, not at all. I would have to tap the top. So again, there's really no need for this to be this long. And well, audio quality wise, I would say, well, not my favorite. Now, first of all, at full volume, they actually distort, and it's quite obvious. So you have to bring it down to about maximum 80% volume to get rid of the distortion. But even at that volume, I did find the audio quality to be a little bit muddy. So yeah, I did find that there was quite a bit of clarity missing. And when you talk about frequencies like above 10 kilohertz, they just seem to be missing outright. However, at 99 Singapore dollars, I do think they are okay for the price. Now, I do think that these kind of buds are, these are the type of buds that you would get more to experience premium features like your touch sensors and your ANC at a budget price, more than buying this if you're fussy about audio quality. Which brings me to some of these premium features. Now, first of all, the Realme Buds Air Pro actually supports Google Fast Pair, which is kind of a new thing. And what it does is kind of similar to like how your AirPods Pro will connect to the iPhone. It makes it a lot easier. You don't have to go to settings, go and pair the phone to the buds. Basically what you do is that the minute you open the case, you get a pop-up on the phone, regardless of what page you're on, and asking if you want to pair it. It's an absolute breeze. But yeah, because it's called Google Fast Pair, yes, it only works on Google, and specifically it works on Android version 6 and above. Now, I think that's really good because then you are not restricted to a specific phone. Like for example, when I reviewed the Oppo Enco X or the Huawei FreeBuds Pro, this sort of features were only available if you bought the phone of the same brand. And if you want to get full use out of these buds, you do need to download the Realme Link app, which is available on the Google Play Store. And in an app, obviously, you can control whether you want to have ANC on or off, and of course, you can enable transparency mode. And I have to say, the transparency mode on this is surprisingly decent. I've worn earbuds that had really bad transparency modes and they will cost 2-3 times the price. Now, like I mentioned, this does have ANC, but it has a very specific caveat. Now, it says it supports ANC, but up to 35 decibels. Now, I'm pretty sure what that means is that it supports and eliminates noise that are 35 decibels and lower. So I'm not going to go into specific details of what is 35 decibels and above because there are just too many things, there are too many variants. But basically, from what I've experienced using it on public transport, whether it was a bus or walking along the street, I thought it was actually okay. It cancelled out on most of it. What I would say is that if I was standing on the side of the road and a bus just like drove past right next to me, it was quite evident, and I did hear a little bit of distortion. I think that's coming from the mic that is trying to cancel out the noise. Another thing is that when you're on the train and if the train happens to be pretty noisy, then yeah, you're gonna get pretty distracted. But overall, I would say getting this sort of ANC quality at 99 Singapore dollars again, I do think it is actually quite decent. And you know, kudos to Realme for making this available at such a budget price. Alright, so this is a mic test recording of the Realme Buds Air Pro. This is with my face mask on. Testing 1, 2, 3. Alright, so this is a mic test recording of the Realme Buds Air Pro, this time with my face mask off. Alright, testing 1, 2, 3. Alright, so you just heard a couple of mic tests testing out the mic quality of the Realme Buds Air Pro with the mask on and the mask off. Now, I would say it's okay, it's not the worst. In fact, I would say that this actually sounded better than the microphone on the Oppo Enco X, and that costs about 2.5 times of this. Although I would say that's not a testament to the quality of this mic, that's more of a damning indictment to the quality of the Oppo Enco X mics. So at 99 Singapore dollars, I would say that the value of the Realme Buds Air Pro is not so much in the audio quality, which I still think is okay for the price, but it's really the value in getting a lot of premium features like active noise cancelling, like a decent microphone, and a few other features that is available on the Realme Link app. But yeah, all of those features are usually on buds that cost a lot more. So if you're looking for a budget ANC true wireless earbuds with your premium features, then this is actually a viable option. Alright, so that about wraps up my review of the Realme Buds Air Pro. Now, if you like this video, you know what to do, and I would love it if you would subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to receive notifications on our next video. I'm JP, and I'll see you real soon.